Hello, everybody. Dr. Bortolotti here for you all enrolled in English 099. This is going to be the first of a series of grammar worksheets that are designed to help you with your grammar in the hopes that improving your grammar will improve your written communication. The worksheet is not very long. It's actually pretty easy to understand, and it's just as easy to do if you know how your parts of speech work. Let me explain. See this right here? Right there? Nouns. Now you know that nouns are persons, places, and things like man, woman, cat, dog, desk, drink, car, school, etc. Those are all nouns. Those are all things. Well, nouns can be used as the subject of a sentence, and they can also be used as the object of a sentence. The subject, right here, it's always the doer of the action. A subject is always the doer. An object always receives the action. So the subject does the action, the object receives the action. For example, when I got angry, I broke my laptop. I broke my laptop. I is the subject. Laptop is the object because that's what got broken. Right? Let me show you. I broke the laptop. This is a subject because that's the doer. That is the object because that's what got broke. I broke. What did I break? The laptop. So an object always answers the question, what? What did I break? The laptop. Okay? So if you take a look down here in the examples, take this first sentence here. Immediately, right off the bat, I'm giving you a trick question. The sentence reads, the cat slept all afternoon. Yes, there is the subject, and there is an action. But what got slept? Well, that makes no sense. There's no object in that sentence because nothing received the action of being slept. That may not make too much sense unless you take a look at this next example. Sandra loaned me this book. Sandra is the subject. She's the doer. This is her action. What did she loan? The book. Compare this to this sentence. Subject or the doer, the action, there is no object. Nothing got slept. But in this sentence, Sandra loaned what? Book. So, for this exercise, you're going to color the subjects in the sentence green and the objects in the sentence red. Now, in the English language, almost 100% of the time, the subject is on the left-hand side of the sentence. It's on the left-hand side of the verb. Boop, boop. See it right here? Here's the verb. Subject on the left, object on the right. That's just how our language is designed. I mean, you could say, this book was loaned to me by Sandra. But who the hell talks that way? Nobody talks that way. Sandra loaned me the book. Sandra, on the left-hand side of the verb, book is the subject. I'll do one more for you. Vicky practices piano 7 days a week. Who is the doer? Who is the subject? The doer. Vicky. Is there an action? Yes. She practices. What does she practice? Well, in order to answer that question, kind of ignore this. This tells you when she practices, not what she practices. This is the object that receives the action of the verb. This is what Vicky practices. Boom, 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 doom, doom. Got it? Okay, take a look at this one. Steve, great name. Steve, subject, attended, action verb. That's the object. Get the idea? Subjects in green, objects in red. Moving on down, and I don't know if there are any more trick questions or not, but, too bad. I'm not going to tell you. Okay, now, these happen to be the same sentences as in part 1. These are verbs. In this section, highlight the verbs in red. Boop, 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 etc. Yeah? Cool. Okay, now pronouns. Okay, let me explain to you something about pronouns. In order for me to explain to you about pronouns, I need to go back and talk about nouns. In the English language, there are literally thousands of nouns. Look around the room that you're sitting in. Wall, painting, computer, book, blanket, pillow, desk, carpet, sweatshirt, posters, cat, dog, lamp. Those are all nouns. There are thousands of them in the English language. Thousands. However, there's only a limited number of pronouns. There aren't that many pronouns. I'm not going to venture a guess, but I'm thinking there are probably fewer than 30. I'm just guessing. I can count them up if you want me to. I'm not going to. But they are limited in number. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. Take a look at this. The cat slept all afternoon. Here's a noun. Here's a noun. Take a look at this sentence. What word in this sentence replaces a noun in this sentence? Well, it's the word he. That's a pronoun. He, she, it, they, them. I, we, us, him, her, our, ours, them, their. They're limited. And like I said, maybe 25, 30. This is one of them. So highlight the pronouns in red. Pronouns take the place of nouns, like this one, or like this one. Coming on down. Adjectives. Adjectives are descriptive words. They describe. Lazy dog, stupid man, black car, yummy dessert. Adjectives describe nouns. They also can describe pronouns. Anything that a noun can do, a pronoun can do. And an adjective can modify or describe a noun, or it can describe a pronoun. Take a look at these sentences. Highlight with red the adjectives in the sentences. Be on the lookout because some sentences have 2 adjectives. Just saying. Okay, adverbs. Okay, these are tricky. Adverbs, for the most part, not always, but for the most part, they will describe or modify verbs. Their function is included in its name. Adverbs, they modify or describe verbs. Most of the time they end in ly. take a look at the sentence. The lazy dog slept all afternoon. How did the dog sleep? Soundly. So adverbs answer the question how the verb is done. How the verb is done. The lazy dog slept soundly. You got it? Like I said, a lot of the times adverbs end in ly. Okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah? Sweet. Let's go back up here to the top and we'll just do some final housework for your homework. Replace this with your name, please. Everything else stays the same, but make sure that you take your mousey. This is the template I want you to use. This is the worksheet. Take your mousey, file, save as, save the document with your last name. If your last name is Jones, put your name here. This file should be named Jones POS, Jones Parts of Speech. Yeah, because if you come back over here to the Dropbox, you can see that that's how I want you to name the file with your last name. Smith Parts of Speech, POS. Okay, so this will be the 99 assignment for week 2, and it's already loaded in Blackboard for you, and it'll stay open until the 31st. Got any questions? Shoot me an email.